My late night thoughts come with like rumination. A lot of people tend to ruminate over the things that they have either regretted or the things that they've been through or regarding the things that they've done for others. Regardless, one of the biggest things that I've come to know is that I ruminate a lot. I ruminate a lot about the worst things and like, why didn't I do this a certain way? Why didn't I say this? Like, why didn't I try this instead? Like, why didn't like there's a lot of like, why didn't I? Or what if this happened instead? And I think the funny thing about life is that we don't have any time to really think about a lot of the things that happen in our lives or like conversations. In conversations, we don't really get the time to really sit and be like, huh, what should I say? It's kind of just like a spur of the moment sort of thing. And if you take a long time to answer, it's at some point you're just gonna it's just not gonna look right. So in which makes it so that we ruminate about it later and think about, oh, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I do this? Like it's just, that it's the things that we look back at where you regret and then we focus on them for a really long time. And I've come to realize that I did the best that I could with what situation I was in, with what I was brought in the first place. If I had thought about anything else regarding that, and if I had thought that any other outcome or if any other word or action was better, I would have done that. But I didn't. And because I was in the situation and I reflected back on like what I did. And that is all that can really be asked of me. If I wanted to do something different at the time, I would have, but I didn't. And for moments where it's like you're beating yourself up over things and like you're hurting yourself regarding situations and everything like that, I think a lot of people, including myself, tend to think about ourselves in like the worst way possible. Like we don't give ourselves a lot of grace at all. Um, I think we tend to think about like, oh, I shouldn't have said this. Oh, I should have done this. Like blah blah blah. I think there's no point in really ruminating about any of the things that we really obsess over in the past. And granted, some of the stuff in the past does still affect us, which is why therapy is a huge thing because if we're still hurting from the past and we're taking it out on others in the present, I think that's we have to work on that. It's just something that we have to work on. That's something that everybody should do, right? But I think giving ourselves grace with understanding that we did everything that we could at the time. Like there's nothing else for us to do other than what we initially thought about with what we were presented. And I think that should be taken as enough. But if we really have an issue with it, I think the most that we can do is understand like, this is how I reacted. This is what it is. And unfortunately, I don't like the outcome. Unfortunately, I can't change the past. But if this option ever presents itself again where I can make a different outcome, then I absolutely will. And that's such a hard reality for people to think about, including myself. I tend to think about how hard it is to look back at the memories that I have and like think like, oh my God, I'm so fucking weird. Like, I have friends, like I have genuine good friends that like love me, but I'll look back at our conversations and be like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Like, I don't know what I should do. Like, well, like whatever. It's a skill that I'm working on. And I think it's important for all of us to really reflect that something like that is a skill. Like you have to really work on the fact that you shouldn't be ruminating or not shouldn't because shouldn'ts aren't a good thing. You should not be the word should. It is not good to use should statements because should statements don't do anything. They just kind of beat yourself up regarding whatever situation that you're really talking about, right? But it is a skill to be able to sit and think, yeah, that sucked. But we're going to move on because one, there's nothing to do about it. Two, I know better now. Three, it's over. It's not happening. A lot of us obsess over the concept of or fixing a problem that has already happened. The problem has already happened. There's nothing to really do about it. And if there is something to do about it, we would have already done it. But there's no point in us ruminating about it if one, there's nothing to do about it. Two, it's already happened. Three, who else is thinking about it other than you? And even if someone else is thinking about it other than you, and the situation cannot be fixed, it's not up to you at this point. It's really not up to you at this point. And I think it's meant to be used as a learning tool to know like what I could do next time. And I think as humans, we have this like concept of not realizing that we can mess up. Like a lot of us tend to think that we're not allowed to mess up. We should always be perfect all of the time. Oh my God. If I had a tally of how many times I've fucked up in my life or I've done something in my life where it just wasn't that great and I've learned from it, I would have so many fucking tallies. And I'm sure that everybody else has too. If there is one human being on this earth that can honestly say that they've never fucked up at any point in time in their life, they're a narcissist, okay? The Nobody's perfect. Everybody's fucked up somehow. Right? I'm not talking about in like serious ways. Like if you're fucking up somebody in a serious way, then maybe you should consider therapy and everything like that and like understand like why you did something like that and like, you know. Anyways, away from that. I'm talking about the mundane things like, oh, I accidentally spilled my drink on somebody else, or oh, I made a joke that didn't fin land, or even if you've done like worse than that and you've thought like really fuck, like damn, I can't believe I did that and you shouldn't have done that and blah blah blah. It's just important to always move forward and forgive yourself in some sort of capacity. Like, and forgiving yourself can mean anything, right? It is depending on how you particularly take it. Whereas forgiving yourself could be like, I accept what happened, I accept what I did, and I accept that I will move on from it and I will do better next time. Or accepting could be, damn, that really sucks. I don't know. I guess the only real thing that I could usually think of as forgiveness is in that concept. We're only human. To be graceful with mistakes, it's important to be graceful with our mistakes because we're gonna fuck up. I fuck up so many times. Oh my God, I embarrass myself so much. I can't tell you how many times I fuck up with a decision or I say something that I shouldn't have said. And I think about like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said what I said. But then like you'll bring it up to somebody and then, or I'll bring it up to somebody and they'll be like, what the fuck? I was not thinking about that. I was not thinking about that shit at all. Isn't that interesting? Like, we're so in our heads. We're so in our heads about what our decisions are and what our actions are. And it's tiring, you know? Like, I can't tell you how many people come to me and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry you did this." And I'll be like, "What? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?" And they'll be like, "No, like I messed up. Like I accidentally did this." And I'm like, "Okay. You're you're fine, sweetheart. Don't What are you worrying about?" And it'll be so huge to them. Like we're so in our heads about everything. And that fucking sucks, dude. I can't name how many times that I've been like genuinely thinking like I fucked up. Like I unintentionally came to a friend recently and I was like, "Hey, I just want to check in with you and make sure that I didn't like upset you or like I didn't make you uncomfortable." And he was like, "Dude, we're adults. If I have an issue with you, I'll talk to you about it. You will be the first to know." And I really respected that and that was really assuring. But it also made me remember that like I am so in my head. The thoughts that I have in my head are so much more critical than what other people perceive it to be. Like we're all in our own heads and we are all thinking about something so seriously than it is for a lot of other people. And that could come from trauma. That could come from like overthinking and like how you were raised and like how other people reacted to you when you were younger and a child and, you know, perceived all the time because a bunch of eyes were on you all the time, right? But I've found comfort in like remembering that I'm human. And I think that a lot of other people would come with comfort regarding that. I think a lot of people would find comfort in remembering that they're human. It is really hard to just sit and understand that we're human sometimes. Like it's assuring, but it's hard. A lot of us, I mean, fuck. I can't tell you how many times I wish I was perfect. Oh my God. I want to be a pretty little princess that is seen as dainty and pretty and like perfect all around, does never make a mistake, doesn't make a mistake like ever. And just all these other things, right? It's it's just not healthy. That shit is not healthy. We're never going to be the perfect little thing that we have in our heads. And I think it's okay to sit and accept that and understand like, hey, we are what we are. We're humans of disaster and chaos and funny moments and joyful moments and love and sadness and mistakes and all these other things. And that is perfectly okay. I like it. I like it. We're very interesting.